talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snapped your crown with your head still attached to it.
Come on, man. This is God-given. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
The nerve, the audacity.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Prophecies with the Prophet.
What is we talking about,
You want to be good or great, and then make me remember I'm trying to be great. You hear me? Great.
What's up, people? Welcome back to the Prophecies. I am your host, the one and only Prophet. I do have my lovely ladies are going to join me in 1 second. I'm going to bring them in. How's everybody doing? Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, like and share the video, say something in the chat or in the comment section so we can get rocking and rolling. Tonight's topic is going to be cruel intentions, meaning what's your angle or what do you want from me? So that is going to be tonight's topic. I see you in the chat, Angelia. All right, so first I want to bring in Bianca. So shout out to all the ladies. If y'all missed last week's episode, go check that out. What it takes to be a mom. It's on the channel right now. So if y'all missed last week's episode, after this, make sure y'all go check that out. It was a great episode. I do want to check in with the ladies real quick and give them some information. All right, I'm going to bring in Bianca first. Let me see. Okay, what's up?
Hey y'all.
Welcome back. Last week we were having a conversation on what it takes to be a mom, and since all of you have sons, and that was a question that was proposed when it comes to raising sons, I want to say you're the one with the oldest. So my advice to you would be to make sure you keep your hands on them. And what I mean by that is to make sure you stay in a business.
Right. I do.
Yes.
I
Make sure you stay in a business. Make sure you are monitoring who they are friends with, who they hang out with, the places they go. Like, as I said, my son is about to be 21 in May, and there are certain times or certain places. He's in college right now, but when he's home, there are certain times and certain places still turn on your location. I don't play around.
Yeah, I don't play that either.
Yeah, whatever it is, I don't play around. But you having the oldest boys out of the crew, that's what I would say to you is to make sure you keep your hands on them. Make sure you stay in their business. Make sure you let them know that you have to constantly remind them that I'm still mom. We ain't friends.
Yes. Yeah,
and all of that shit.
Sometimes
That's a fact.
they forget that. Yes. Even my daughter, my oldest daughter, she be forgetting that too.
That's a fact. All right, I want to bring in Miss Nina next, man. Make sure I'll put their socials and everything in the chat so y'all can make sure y'all are following them. Nina, you are what, 8? Your son is what, 8 or 9?
9.
Okay, your son is 9. I don't know if everybody agrees with me, but this is just my thinking in that time period. So I feel like most people, or maybe that was just me or some boys or whatever, I feel like you grow to learn who you are between 8 and 12. So I feel like you get your core personality traits and what makes you between those ages. So you are at a critical age right now. And you asked about the red flags with him being around men and things of that nature. It's basically the same as women. It's just like a tad different, but still have those conversations of, don't let nobody touch your privates, X, Y, and Z. But when he's like interacting like with like a coach or something per se, it's hand placement. So it's like, don't put your hand on the small of my son's back. Like it's certain shit like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right, it's certain shit like that to pay attention to. And I will also say to try to find, people that you trust to be close to him, like male figures, so he gets that testosterone, But like I said, these years between 8 and 12 are extremely critical. So, make sure that you stay aware of that and that you are monitoring him and how, he's progressing to become who he is. Because this is his personality years.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. New mom, I see you pop up. What's up? Take your mute off. Take your mute off, new mom.
My bad. It's been a long day, y'all. I'm tired. But yes, I'm here. I made it.
all good. New mom.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this could be something that you might want to take a little bit of attention to as well, Nina. Make sure he's around. Like, since you're a new mom, Tia, like I'm pretty sure you might have like nephews and everything. So it's like I'm the baby. So since I had older brothers, I was used to the wrestling and the horse playing and all that shit. So when I go outside, we get into fights and scuffles. It don't really mean shit because I'm fighting with my older brothers and shit.
Right.
So I can take all of those things. But when you don't have that like in the household, a thing that I did do with my son, since it was only him and his sister, was I put him in boxing. Okay. And since I put him in boxing, that let him see I can take a hit and I'm not gonna die. Like that be the main thing. Like with little boys, like as they're growing up or coming of age, they sometimes, if they don't have that around all the time, they be fearful. Like if I get a hit, I might die. Like you just like, no, it's just a fight. You be all right. you be all right. But yeah, as the new mom, I know that you're trying to work out your co-parenting situation. I know that could be testy, but we do the best we can. We do the best we can in that area, and just as long as he's in his life and he's doing a good job, I would say try to work that out as much as possible.
Of course, yeah. Thank you.
So that's what I would say to you. But welcome, ladies.
Hey.
Welcome, ladies. And like I always say, every episode, this is the Prophecies. Without vision, there is no understanding, and without understanding, there is no vision. The link is also in the description, so if anybody has something to say on a specific topic tonight, you can come on and give your spill or whatever. But we can get into the questions, ladies. Are y'all ready? Because I need to see who is going to tell some truths tonight.
We ain't got the lie, Craig. We ain't got the lie.
I'm trying to see who is going to be transparent and tell some truths tonight. All right. The topic is cruel intentions. And I do have a specific reason that I chose this topic, but that'll be the last question. I just want to get y'all initial thoughts. So what's your definition of cruel intentions, and who wants to go first?
I'll go. So I would define it as like the planning of some type of actions or conspiracy, if we want to use that word, made by someone that is trying to purposely hurt someone or hurt a situation or whatever. I would just wrap it up as that.
All right, y'all let me know in the chat and in the comment section as well. You want to go, Bianca?
people conspiring against you.
Okay.
People just trying to get information from you to use it against you. I think Tia just said that, but yeah.
All right. Anything to add, Nina?
Yeah, yeah. So just like having literally the intent, like an idea, um, but instead of it being motivational or appealing or positive to benefit the attributes of someone else, it's malicious or negative, regardless of what's being directed to the opposing person, but the actual intent, the mentality behind the reason of why you're about to act on a certain behavior.
Okay. All right. I guess it's all of that combined. But everybody can make their own specific definition. When I think of it as a cruel intention, I lock it on the specific word of targeting. So that's how I view it. When you specifically target a specific person or a thing with the intent to hurt or harm them in some kind of way, that's what I would consider a cruel intention. All right, people. What's your worst experience of somebody doing something to you or having cruel intentions towards you? We're gonna start with you, Miss Nina.
Um, oh God, y'all ain't got the time today. But let me see. One of them. All right, relationships wise. Let's talk about relationships. Since I'm a relationship coach. So one of them relationships wise, and the crazy. I think I just mentioned this earlier too. I did. It's on my. So I had someone. This happened several times. Um, targeted. I was targeted, obviously, right? And what they do is, or what they did, or what he did was, he conformed or he studied me without me knowing, using my socials and people who know me, asking questions that I had no idea what was going on. Just to portray a certain image about himself, to make sure that I appealed or he appealed to my better nature, to make sure, the attraction was there or whatever the case was. So he knew how to talk to me, which of course we could see that as a form of manipulation. However, I didn't figure out what was what until later, obviously, right? So outside of me being the relationship coach, also, spiritual advisory. I do tarot readings. This dummy, in the beginning, that's kind of the way, acts as if he's interested in that lifestyle, says that he has this same lifestyle, that he's into it. Whole time you Googling stuff, you just watching. It was the weirdest thing ever. And even went so far as to make sure he booked readings with me and everything, like just to talk to me, all again just to make sure he get into my personal space and make sure I saw him in a personal light, all to abuse me. And I mean physically, sexually, financially. I couldn't get this man out my house, away from my house. And at the end of it, it all almost came down to me being taken away from my kids because I was about to go to jail. So it was just like, and all because, you wanted certain things from me that you weren't getting from other places that I had nothing to do with. Like, it was so many things that happened or whatever. But for one of them, it was personal stuff that he was dealing with. So one of them, he didn't like what he looked like. He didn't like his physical appearance. So I was blamed for that. Well, you look like this and I look like that. Of course you don't like me. So I was like, then why the hell are you here? So I went through like mental turmoil. I went through the works, ended up having to go to therapy, and it got real bad. But I think that was very cruel to do someone because, you said your intentions was this. Meanwhile, you had a whole nother master plan.
All right, Bianca, you want to go?
Yeah. If we're talking about relationship, my kid's father, of course. I've been through the most stuff with him. Like, he portrayed to be something in the beginning, like Nina said. He portrayed to be something in the beginning, and then down the road, he wasn't. And it was just, he portrayed that so that he could, and I was young, so he did that so that he could just keep me boxed in and make me feel a certain way and prey on my emotions and my physical and all of that stuff. And he gave me 5 kids because of it. Like, that, those were his intents, to keep putting kids in me. Because one thing he said was, "Oh yeah, you got all these kids, ain't nobody gonna fucking want you." Like,
So his
oh,
intent
you
was
got all
to
these kids.
yeah. So his intent was to trap you.
Yeah. Said, "You got all these kids, ain't nobody gonna fucking want you." Like, made me feel like I didn't have no family. His thing was, "Oh, all you got is me. You ain't got no fucking family. Your family don't give a fuck about you. All you got is me." Like, so yeah. But if we're talking about family,
We can do
oh
family.
my gosh.
Let's go. We
Family?
can do family.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, as y'all know, I don't remember if I said it on Intimate Conversations, but I went to jail for a short period of time because of a situation. I came out. My uncle always having these parties, like, for the family to come to. And I had just came home from jail, and it so happened that he was throwing a party and he wanted me to come. I get there, and it's like a certain few of us that really like each other and be around each other, like, of cousins. And when I got there, it was cousins that I don't really be around.
Right.
But I'm okay with them, like, high and by, like. But then they seen me, and it was like, oh, now their intent is to try to be close to me, try to be my friend, so that they could try to get information about why I went to jail,
Right.
what happened, and all of that stuff, when I wasn't even ready to tell nobody. Like, so, and then it was all this whispering and shit, like, while I was there, like, so yeah, family and shit.
Do you feel like the uncle set you up, or do you feel like he didn't really know, what their intentions was going to be?
Yay and nay. Yay and nay. Like, I'm kind of straddling the fence with that, because he knew I went to jail.
Right.
But he's also the uncle that he always asking for me, because, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care how anybody feels and if they watching this. He's the uncle that sent my dad to jail when I was 13 years old. So my dad had 20 years because of that man. And that man only did a year and a half in jail, with time. He had 3 years. He had 2 years time served and only had to spend a year and a half in jail. And federal time, that's only 8 months. Right. So yeah, that man only did 8 months in jail and then came home, and I had to suffer at a crucial time in my life. Like, right. I just turned 13. That's a crucial time in a young woman's life, right. Not to have a dad. Yeah. So I feel like he invites me to things like that because he still feels a sense of guilt, because he hurt me. Like, you sent my dad to jail, like, for nothing. Like, so yeah, I just feel like straddling the fence with that. Like, he knew I went to jail. He knew people had questions, but in the same sense, it was, this my niece. Like, I'm always asking for her. I always want her to be at my events. I'm always looking for her and all of that stuff. So it's like kind of yay and nay with that.
Yeah. So I don't know if people realize this or not, but family be cliquish. There's cliques in families. Like,
yes, it is. You heard me say it's only a small few of
right.
that get along. Like.
Right. That's the thing. All right, Tia, what you got?
I don't really have too many experiences of people having cruel intentions on me, but I feel like majority of the time when it did happen, it was always an ex. This one ex that I had, he want like I didn't want to be with him anymore, so we broke up, and he was mad that like, of course that I broke up with him, but we were still living in the same house. You know how that go. Listen, figure it out, like get your money up, whatever you need to do. But I still was like, you can stay, whatever, because he had a child. Listen, before I had a child, I was step mommy down. You hear me? So I always dated guys with kids because I was like, y'all not getting none out of me. So I was like, the baby's here, whatever. We can still say he was a full-time dad. So I'm like, it's fine with him staying. But like after the breakup, he just was so mad that I broke up. When I'm like, it's literally not working. Like. Right. We don't work at all. But like he was just saying shit like, I just want to mess your car up. I'm like, first of all, it's giving bitch activities. Like, you want to mess my car up because I broke up with you? Like, what? But it was always like he wanted to like be nice to me a little bit, just for me to talk to him and stuff like that and be cordial, for him to come back and then like snap out. Like just randomly step out. Like honestly, I feel like if I wouldn't have never like kicked him out, like you gotta go, I think that I know for a fact that like he would have started abusing me, because he never could like break me down. Like said like he would say shit like, oh well, you think everybody love you, but they don't know this about you. And I'm just like, they do and they still love me. Right. And people who like can't stand you when they don't like you because of how you're loved. Right. That's some real crazy shit. Like you're really crazy. So
that's
yeah,
their
like
own
he was
issues.
Yeah, exactly. And he would be like, your next relationship is going to fail. Like everything was just like, he just always had something bad to say and wish bad upon me. Like, you're mad because we literally don't work. Let it go. But other than that, like I don't really have too many experiences with that.
All right, I will tell y'all, lovely young ladies, that women act in cruelty as well. So my daughter's mom would always do spiteful things, like just to try to withhold the child. And she would tell other females that we are still fucking, whatever, we still together, we still talking, X, Y, and Z. And she would tell me and be like, yeah, I told such and such X, Y, and Z because I don't want you to talk to anybody else, because you're not talking to anybody else. And that shit would just be going on and on in like a circle. So women do react in cruelty as well. But let's get ready for the next question, man. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Now, here's the telltale sign. Everybody. What have you done to be cruel to somebody else? Like, have you ever had cruel intentions towards somebody, and did you act on it?
All right. So first of all right, anybody can answer, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. First of all, I had my mic on mute, so you couldn't hear me. I had to put it on mute because every time Bianca was talking, I'm like, yeah. I just feel like we live the same life. Like, I don't know what it is, but girl, is you me? So, right?
You'd
but
be surprised.
right, like people be crazy. So yeah, definitely. Like and I was talking earlier because I was trying to figure out, like, about cruel intent. I'm like thinking on it, and yeah, definitely. Like, have I acted on it? No. I've done some things. I'm gonna say this, right? I've done a couple things that I just can't say. Right?
All right.
I gotta be smart. I gotta be smart.
Yeah, we don't want to incriminate
but,
you.
Right. So this is where I was conflicted about, right? So because I've never initiated malicious intent. Like my brain never come up with an idea, like if we're interacting, if you're in my space, if I have a relationship with you, whatever it is, if we have this energetic cord to where we're talking, whatever's going on, my brain doesn't conjure up an idea to do something negative or cruel. That has never happened for me. Like, you know what I mean? However, when something is done to me, I will try to voice it. I'll try to explain it. And if it happens, or even if I can feel, because people will actually say it, just how Bianca and T was saying, like with our exes, whatever, they have said these things. I take it as a challenge. Game on. May the best man win. You know, let's see who come out on top. So, but of course I've changed my ways. I'm not like that, right? But there has been a couple of instances, because in those moments, our backer is against the wall. Is man eat man, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially in the moments that I'm talking about, like especially in the moments that I'm talking about, when I did have to act on it, my back is truly against the wall. So I had to go in the deepest parts of me to make sure that I came out alive and protected, because at the end of the day, for these 4 little babies behind me, it's literally just me. That's it. So I'm sorry I couldn't like give like no.
Good,
when I walk in the door, I'll punch this bee in the mouth. Like, you know, I can't. But that's the best way I can explain it.
All right. We do have CNoStress in the background. I see you. I'm gonna bring you in 1 second, right after Tia goes. Tia, you can go next.
So I feel like only one time, and let me piggyback on what need to be said, because we be provoked. Because that's what it be. We be provoked, right? It don't just come out of nowhere. When I act, it be a direct response.
Okay.
I be minding my business. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it was only probably one time where I felt like I was being real cool, and it was a little extra. And the crazy thing is, I just mentioned something about a card. Right?
Right.
That man said something about doing something to my car. And when I think about the cruel intentions, I definitely had intentions on keying this man's car. It was a different man though. Okay. Because he hurt my feelings.
Okay.
So that's why I had to, backtrack. Like I was provoked.
So did you do it, or it was?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that this man years later said something about doing something to my car, and I did something to this man's car. But anyway, yeah. So he hurt my feelings like real bad. But we had already had like issues in the relationship or whatever. It had something to do with some girl or whatever. And I just went outside and I literally just keyed all 4 doors, like. Because I knew, because in my mind, this is going back to cruel intentions. I had to really think about like what was really going to hurt him, right? Because sometimes, like when we do little stuff, some stuff don't really bother y'all. But right. I know this car.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt.
I know this car is going to hurt. All 4 doors, baby. I was Picasso after that in the phone, like.
I can't.
I was. And I was like, who's Picasso? He was like, you, bitch.
I cannot stop keying up people. We don't condone keying up people's cars here on this platform.
Don't do it. Don't do it. But it was literally all 4 doors. I just walked around, just walking, ain't say nothing. He came outside. He said, "Girl, what is wrong with you?"
I cannot.
Nothing. That was the only time I really like thought about something like, oh no, I'm really gonna hurt you in this way. I'm a different person now, and it only really happened one time because most of the time I think about some stuff and I just be like, I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's gonna hurt you more if I don't react, because you gonna be like, damn, she really don't care. Nope, cold-hearted as a motherfucker, I don't care. Right. But that time, he had to feel that. We still friends to this day though. So
I got a question about that, but I'm a wait, but I got a question about that. All right, before you go, Bianca, I want to bring in Miss CNoStress. She's going to join us tonight, ladies. So CNoStress, this is Bianca, Nina, and Tia.
Hi.
Oh, you good?
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Happy New Year.
I can hear her really clear and loud. That's awesome.
Now you can hear
Oh,
her.
you can?
I can hear her. I can hear her. I'm like, good. I can hear.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to know that.
All right,
I hope you don't
welcome.
hear the background noise.
Welcome to the shenanigans tonight. And after Bianca goes, I want you to give your answer. So the
Okay.
question is, have you ever had cruel intentions towards somebody and did you act on it? Go ahead, Bianca.
Definitely. Several times.
Okay.
Now, as I mentioned previously, I had went to jail.
Right.
When I came out of jail, I was just very hot-headed. Like, I couldn't, it wasn't no controlling none of my anger. Now, this one situation, I think I talked about this situation on Intimate Conversations.
What you did?
Now, the person was playing with my feelings.
Okay.
And I don't play about my feelings. I pulled up on his block. I had him get in my car. I parked my car. And I'm short. I'm only 5'1". So I had an SUV at the time. And I was able to like pull my seat back and stand straight up in my car. Like, that's how little I am. So I took my shoes off. I rolled my little seat back. And I stood up and I punched that man in hhis throat. And then I pulled the knife out on him.
Violent. 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 just violent. Just violent.
That got crazy real quick.
Did you stab him? Hold on. Did you stab him?
No, I didn't stab him.
Right.
I mean, I put the knife to his throat though, and I told him to get out my car. And
all right,
he got out
I
my car.
I ain't mad at a little threat.
But he was holding.
As long as you ain't stab him, I ain't mad at a little threat.
He was holding his throat, trying to catch his breath.
All right.
Now that's the only time I ever acted.
Okay.
Now, all the other times, like after, I never acted on them. Like, it was always a thought, and then even after that situation, it didn't make me feel good at all. Like, it made me feel like shit. Like, because that's not the type of person that I am. Like, that's really not who I am as a person. Like, so for me to just do that, like, I really had to be hurt. Like, and now, even if I'm really, really hurt, I'm not doing nothing like that. Like, because that's not me at the end of the day. I'm a person that, now I'm a person that likes to talk about how I feel. And I like to,
we're mature.
Yeah, I like to express how I feel, by talking and stuff like that. And then, like, if I do ever have ill intentions, or cruel intentions, it's just a thought. And it never gets past that.
All right, CNoStress, what's your answer?
I have never done anything cruel to anybody. I feel like my exit is just the hardest and most cruel for real because of the type of person that I am. I'm a sweetheart. I got a big heart. I don't believe that we should do, bad shit to people. So I don't have one, but I did come close. And like I got hit in the face. And I left. But while I was like driving away, I'm like, I'm about to go back and slash this nigga tires and break his windows.
Right.
But then, the real in me is like, yeah, you don't want to do that. So don't do it. And then that was just it. I didn't deal with him no more after that because you took me to a different place, a place that I've never been, a place that I've never even imagined myself going to. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
All right, I want to ask y'all ladies a question because I'm a Capricorn, right? So I don't.
Me too.
shout out to the Capricorns. I don't really have cruel intentions when it comes like towards women. I do have some petty in me, so sometimes a little bit of petty will come out of me. But I'll ask y'all if this is a cruel intention or if I was just being petty. But this is towards a guy. So say like, how when we all young and just chilling, like sitting on the steps or whatever, right? So a new guy that had moved on the block was messing with one of my old girls, right? So I'm minding my business, chilling, sitting on the steps. And he made it his business to like come and tell me, like, yo, you know I mess with Shorty now. She and she told me she ain't never did that before. And he just kept reiterating this shit, like to try to like say he had one up on me or whatever, right? So I thought about it for a second. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck. But why are you telling me this shit? Like, so he was like, did she ever do that to you? And so I lied, right? I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all why I lied though. I was like, yeah, she did that to me plenty of times. But I lied on purpose because I wanted to see if he was gonna go back and tell her or ask her. So I knew when he went and told her and asked her, she was gonna call me. So once she called me, I was like, yeah, I was just lying. I just wanted to see if he was going to tell you or, you know, run back and gossip and shit. But what's up with you? So since you was bothering me and I was minding my own business, I made an example out of him. Like, I could do
now
that.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, like, I could do that if that's what I want to do. Like, so do y'all think that was me being cruel or petty? Which one is it?
I think that was just petty.
That's
Yeah.
That was petty, yeah. I wouldn't say cruel. Because
Yeah.
nobody really got hurt, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I think that'd be the difference. Like, you wasn't trying to hurt nobody, so.
Yeah, I don't really have cruel intentions towards women because where is that going? Like, I don't see an end goal in that, so I don't really have cruel intentions. But before we get into some steps on signs of being cruel intentions, does everybody know that this comes from a movie?
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
Cruel Intention.
it when I for some reason I think I typed in Cruel Intention. I was like, I think this is a movie. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so Cruel Intentions is
CC. The sooner the better. That doesn't seem like it'll help. It will. Because once a fantasy becomes a reality, it's no longer interesting. The power comes from the potential. Take away the potential, and there's nothing left.
all right. So if y'all don't know, that comes from a movie, and the second part of that, they had another series on Amazon Prime, like a newer version of Cruel Intentions. But I played that to say that there's layers in Cruel Intentions, so it could be like guys manipulating girls to get their virginity. It could be I know guys that used to mess with fat chicks just because they knew they was gonna pay like they weighed. So there's all kinds of levels when it comes to Cruel Intentions and those things that we have to be mindful. Like Nina spoke about the guys needing a place to stay and shit like that. So there's all kinds of layers when it comes to Cruel Intentions. And I'll go through some of the signs, but what do y'all think are some of the signs to peep, like if somebody has cruel intentions to you?
So like I'll do like 5 because there's plenty.
Right.
I have experience. So one of the flags for sure that goes off, like when my antennas goes off, is they're constantly asking me like questions about myself. Right. And then but the reason why that's a flag, or I'll probably do 3. But the reason why that's a flag is because what happens is, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to know things, no problem. Reason why it's a flag is because when you ask the returning question to get, an answer as well, because you want to get to know each other, whatever the case is, it depends on what their answer is. Their answer is very vague and very dull. So that just means you're collecting information, right? Then the other one is trying to get me into a vulnerable state. For instance, I can be having a conversation. I'm like, oh, how's your day? Today, I've had better days. Oh no, tell me what happened. Oh, this happened. But now you're indulging into it like deeper, like kind of festering. It's a certain lingo, it's a certain conversation of how that goes. Like you're so typically with someone who's not trying to manipulate the situation or use this sense of vulnerability or whatever the information is, they would, if they were genuinely concerned, right? Okay, how's your day? Blah blah. This happened. Oh, what happened? You'll tell them. It will be more of this kind of loop. You would feel. Well, they'll express, I'm sorry you're going through this. And now we're starting to try to find solutions of how to come out of it. How can I help? What's going to make you feel better? Because let's turn this frown upside down kind of thing. No, this person is going to make sure to stay like that because for them, because it's more of like a savior complex for them. For them, they need to use that in order. Oh, great. She feels like shit. I can save her. Like, you know what I mean? Now she's going to think that I'm this superhuman or Superman and whatever the case is, but it's to like lock you in.
Right.
It's a form of manipulation. Like, you know what I mean? What's another flag when somebody's trying to curb? Eye contact. Okay. Major eye contact. Like if you're having a conversation with them, like how they move around, right? So regular conversation, we're locked in. Like, no, you don't have to like stare me down because that's weird. But like, it's the nervousness. You can tell when somebody's like antsy and moving around or something. And I get it. Some people may have like certain forms of ADHD, but there is a really huge difference when somebody is ticking around, because not only is that the eye contact, it's in the way that they are reacting to the conversation and whole. So it's just like body language, really. Like everything is not aligned versus having a conversation who has cruel intentions versus the conversation with someone who's like genuinely there for your space and energy and conversation. I hope I made sense by trying to differentiate both of them.
No, you good. Anybody else? All right. Anybody else want to go? Anybody else want to speak of some signs of bad or cruel intentions?
Love bombing, like right away. Yeah. Right away, like love bombing right away. Yeah, Nina said it's so many. It is so many, but I know love bombing is a big one.
All right, so it's
like to love bomb.
It's like just people's intentions or the way how they're doing things for the reason of conquering. So that's when you can see the difference between somebody being genuine and somebody having bad or cruel intentions. Like some people, like when it comes to like possession, like I don't like the whole possession shit when people be like, you mine, I'm yours. And I don't like that shit because it just screams bad shit. I don't like it. But some people like that kind of thing. But some people use that as a control mechanism, and that's how they implement their bad intentions or their cruel intentions of you. They place that on you. So it could be like dishonesty, it could be lying, it could be disrespect, it could be intimidation, it could be maliciousness, it could be all these things that you just have to, your radars have to catch that they're doing these things to you with bad intentions to try to do something to you or to try to have a grasp on you. So it's all those things like combined into one. Anybody got anything else? Let's see where we at, man.
I don't think I do. I mean, I think overall manipulation is the main thing, which is kind of hard to tell sometimes. It kind of takes people 2, 3, 4 times before they really know, like, is this person really trying to manipulate me?
Right.
Like, are you really trying to get over on me? Because this the 4th time I done seen you and I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's the most major to me is being a manipulator. Because
All right. I'll ask y'all ladies, and we don't have to get into all of the details, but has there ever been an instance where you can see that the guy's only intention was trying to smash?
Yeah.
Let's speak to it then. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's speak to it then. Yes. Y'all being quiet tonight. Let's speak to it then.
No, we're not quiet. We want to make sure. I mean, everybody get their turn. I don't want to be talking over nobody. Like, but of course, like that's a dig. Like, come on, it's us. Like, that's a dig giveaway. Like, guys y'all are simple creatures. Very simple creatures. The main thing is like, right, you having a conversation with him, whatever. He can, like how Bianca said, the love bombing is insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know what you want. I know what you want. And you ain't getting it, right? And then it's also how the conversation go, because, all right, I'm telling you other things that has nothing to do with anything. And here you go making comments about, yeah, but I don't know. Look at the way your legs looking in the jeans. And it's like
the sex talk. The sex talk.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, so those are things to look out for. I don't know how deep we're gonna go into this question, but I'll propose it and I'll see, where it goes. So the main reason that this question really comes about is because, and we'll have a whole separate conversation when it comes to cheating or whatever. But I saw one of my friends post and say, if somebody cheats on you, then that means that they don't love you and they always had cruel intentions to you. And I just don't believe that.
No, I don't agree either.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah, I don't believe that. So the question is, do you think a person who does something cruel to you doesn't love you? And that could be a relationship or a family or whoever.
So
I don't think so.
Don't hate me.
Go ahead, Nina. Speak your piece.
I love you guys. Don't hate me. My opinion is a little versed, right? So I think people can only love you to the capacity that they love themselves.
Okay.
And if you're cheating on someone that you love, right? Mm-hmm. Because that would ultimately mean that you're cheating yourself. Okay. So how can I expect you to love me when you don't love you? Obviously, your terms or idea or understanding of love is not mine or is not it. So that's why I'm a little like, eh. So maybe you might
I'll give you some pushback. I'll give you some pushback on that. All right. So this is how my brain sees it. So when it comes to like family members or even somebody you're in a relationship with, your family hurts you. Your friends hurt you. All these people disappoint you and hurt you in different ways. I don't think that means that they don't love you.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think
it's circumstantial. Like I
said, everybody has their definite. So some people can love on basis of transactional love.
Right.
That's not love to me. Okay. Love to me is unconditional love. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? So again, it's nothing wrong. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. If you do this, you do that, or whatever, right? You hurt me, right? On the contingencies of how you see love, like what is your capacity of love? Like what is your elements? Like what is your definition? Maybe you just a transactional person. So on the terms of the sentence of the actual topic, like is somebody who cheated, if you're cheating, if you're acting in that behavior, then there's some kind of emotional control that you don't have that's not connected to your logic. You cheated. You did that.
I don't think
because you made a choice.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that blanket though.
Huh?
I don't think it's that blanket though. Like I don't think we can just throw the blanket over.
Yeah, because like people cheat for different reasons. Like people cheat for different reasons. Like because I hate when people be like, oh, this is why men cheat, this is why women cheat, because I don't think that it should just be that black and white because
I agree.
Of different gender, right? I think this person will cheat when they're lacking something. This person will cheat if it's an ego thing or whatever.
Exactly.
I think that it just varies. Like you said, it's the circumstances, and it doesn't take away the fact that somebody loves you. Now, I can say like, okay, you didn't love me enough to not cheat, but I'm not gonna say you didn't love me or I didn't love you. And you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that everybody just got reasons behind it, but it doesn't take away that they just didn't love you enough. That's how I will look at it. Like you didn't love me enough to not stop doing what the fuck you was doing. All right, that's cool. And that's cool. That's why
I agree with you. I'm not going to condone this shit. I'm just trying to.
But you love to the capacity you was able to.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to shoot some bells. So I want to ask you, Nina. So say it like this. So say this person doesn't treat you that way, but they had a transitional slip up, does that mean that they don't love you?
They had a what? What was the last part?
They had a slip up, like they had a transaction, they had a slip up, but they don't treat you that way. Like they have the full love for you, and they love you, you know, however they love and however you want.
Stop.
Love. I'm asking. I'm asking. This is
Okay. Let me explain this. I'm gonna answer your question with an analogy, because that's my best way of how I can explain certain things. All right. I go into a convenience store.
Right.
I snatch me a bag of Doritos and start eating it.
Right.
I don't mean to steal the chips.
Right.
My ADHD just kicked in because my headphones was in my ear and I'm talking and I'm walking. I honestly just went in there for a soda pop, but I saw the chips and I want some fucking chips, and my attention got diverted, right? I don't see the soda pop that I wanted in the freezer, so I walk back out the store. Guess what? I forgot to pay for the chips. Right. Am I a thief, or did I make a slip up?
I think it's both.
No, I'm a thief.
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think it's both. So what if you come back and you pay for the chips?
I didn't come back and pay for the chips. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Chips ain't paid for. I stole it.
I'm throwing a variable.
All right, so for your slip up sake, you gonna turn around. You gonna turn around and take the penis out. Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Wait a minute. Don't say my stuff. Say we're saying in general.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean the example you gave me, not you personally. I'm sorry.
So what I'm saying is, what if somebody was out of town and they had a drunk night? I don't drink or I don't smoke, but I know people who can't handle their liquor or shit like that. So what if they had a moment?
We've all been there.
Right.
Certain things, I just feel like when it comes down to something like that, there was so many things that happened before you slipped on somebody or sat on it.
Right. Like, exactly.
You don't just fall in a vagina. You don't just fall on a damn dick. There are certain things and so many actions that happen beforehand where you could have stopped to do something.
Right.
It's not as simple like, okay, so we gonna blame you cheating on the ADHD just like the bag of chips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like.
There's no excuse for it. What I'm saying to you is this: what if we in a bad moment? What if we haven't talked in 2 weeks? What if we've been separated for 2 weeks?
That don't mean that you're supposed to.
I didn't say nobody was supposed to do anything. I'm asking a question.
But there should be clear communication on what you can and cannot do if there's supposed to be a break. Because I can't stand how people. Oh, he had a baby on her, but they had broke up for 2 weeks.
Hold on.
If that's a break, or whatever it is,
right?
Y'all know y'all still coming back together. Why?
That's not always true. That's not always true.
No, but
I don't do no break.
I don't know. That's not always true.
Like Tia said, it's supposed to be clear communication.
Let's stay right there. Hold on. Let's stay right there. I agree with y'all. It is supposed to be clear communication. Is that always fucking executed? Fuck
no. But that don't mean that she's supposed to be giving up and he's supposed to be giving up the.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep on saying what somebody's supposed to be doing. I agree with y'all. I said what people do. I didn't say what people are supposed to be doing.
Everybody wrong.
I said shit happens. I said shit happens.
That shit don't happen.
I said shit happens.
It do happen, but it shouldn't happen.
Right. I agree with that part. I agree with that, but we can't act like this shit don't happen.
It do happen, but like there are certain microaggressions that lead and there's levels to it. Like how she said, you don't just get drunk and you're laying next to somebody. Pump them. No. Like there's intent, right? Behind it. Like you know your limit. You grow at this point. All right, at this point, I'm talking as if everybody's over the age of 25.
Right.
You've had a couple drinks, right? You know your limit. Even if you just starting to drink, you after the 2 shots, you're like, I feel something.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And even with them, before then, you talk to friends like, oh, I made this accident one time. Like, people blame alcohol. Alcohol is an influence. It can happen and it will happen. It does happen. Like everybody, I'm gonna curve my behavior. Da, 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 da. However, what also happens is alcohol takes that mask off.
Right.
So this is what you wanted to do.
In the first
We
place.
can blame it on the alcohol, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
And I
This
feel
is
like
what it
people
is.
do use that as an excuse too. Like,
Yeah, I hate that too. Yes, because
I agree with y'all. I'm not
that
saying that
shows-
I'm not saying that it's an excuse. I agree with y'all. What I'm saying is there should be some space to allow somebody to have a vulnerable moment.
why?
And because
Not to
because
do nothing
because
like
life
that.
because
Not to
life
do nothing
because
like that.
in real life things happen.
At this big
I'm not
age-
excusing it. I'm not excusing it, and I'm not saying that it should. And I'm saying you should have self-control. But we live in real life, is what I'm saying.
We do.
I agree.
Listen,
So what's your point though? Like, what are you like? What we talking
Wait
about?
a minute, Tia.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the point that you're trying to make. We get it. Play as fuck up. We don't care.
Wait a minute,
We don't
Tia.
care.
Because it's not only guys that this shit happens to.
I'm saying play as. I'm talking about for humans in general.
Right.
Like, play as fuck up. I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying in general, people cheat. Okay, we don't care.
Right.
What's the point though?
Right.
But that's that
my point. Look, my point was that I'm not going to say that if that happened to me, I'm not going to tell the girl, yo, you don't fucking love me because you did that. I'm not going to say that. That's my point.
Okay. Thanks, because I was trying to figure out where we was going.
that's where I'm trying to get to.
All right.
I'm not going to come to you and be like, yo, you don't fucking love me because you did X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to do that.
Agree. I don't think if somebody does something to you cruel that means they don't love you. I think it's really a matter of how much respect do you.
Yeah, that could be a bad respect boundary.
And value.
Sorry.
And how much
we fucked up the respect boundary.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not about for that question. The love can still be there. The respect isn't, because you don't respect me enough to not do something that is going to be dishonorable to our union. If you step outside and go cheat, I mean, yeah, play as fuck up. Yes, people do what they want to do sometimes, but that doesn't mean that the love is not there. They may not have a sense of direction. They may not know what to do in heated times of disagreements. You know what I mean? They might feel like the only way I can even cope in this relationship is to cheat. You know what I mean? It's different aspects to when people do stuff like that, but it doesn't take away, or it doesn't mean that they don't love you. It's just they ain't all the way wrapped tight.
But I feel like that's in certain
my opinion.
situations because a narcissistic man that beats
Why
on
you
you,
gotta be all the
that man-
narcissistic men?
Because I'm a woman. So a narcissistic man that beats on you,
Well, yeah, that's
that man
different.
that man don't love you. That's why I said in certain situations, yeah, but in other situations, hell no, that person don't love you no more.
Yeah,
that person don't.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
You cannot tell me that a person that beats on you loves you. No, they don't.
I'll agree to that one.
Exactly.
I'll agree to that one. But that could be challenged as well, though.
I don't think that the person
It can.
That could be challenged as well. They could be mentally fucked up. Hold on. Hold on. They could be mentally fucked up, but they can still have love for you and love you. They just fucked up.
I don't think they have the capacity, the mental capacity to love.
This is something that can't be two things to be true at the same time. You either have it or you don't. If we're giving these instances, if we're giving these certainties, or we giving these excuses, whatever it is supposed to be, right? If we're giving these, then we're not differentiating the meaning of love. Like that will mean, okay, well, damn, do I know what real love feels like? Is it me? Am I the drama? Because I'm telling you, that don't exist. That don't exist.
Listen, Nina, everybody's definition is different, though.
No, that's what I'm explaining. I said that earlier. I said that earlier. Because everybody can only love to the capacity that they're able to. Like how you guys were talking about like the mental and everything.
So y'all saying
That's why I said I'm on the other fence of it.
Okay.
Like that's why I'm like, I'm a little versed.
But y'all saying he can't love you. That don't mean he can't love you. That just means that he's fucked up.
That man don't love
Or don't know how.
No.
Right.
No.
Sometimes people just don't know how. Like Nina, that's your name?
Right.
Yeah.
Like she said, they can only love you to a lot of people can only love you to a certain capacity. And that's because they don't know how.
Right.
You don't know how.
So that don't mean that they don't love you. That just means that
Yeah.
they don't know how to love you properly, I would say.
So
yeah, because love can be very toxic. Like love can be super toxic. You could be with the narcissistic man that beats on you and it doesn't feel like love, but deep down in his heart, he feel like, yeah, this is this my way of showing you that I love you because this is all I know.
Right.
So if that's all he knows,
the same thing.
He don't even know how to love himself. Like you said, Nina. You know what I mean? So being like I feel like it's so many aspects to knowing how to love someone.
Right.
Knowing what's good for the relationship and what's not good.
Right.
You know,
that's
it's
why
a lot. It's a lot of surface to this.
Right. It's a lot of layers to it. And that's why I always say you have to know yourself. You have to know, what your definition of certain things is. You have to learn that person and that person has to learn you. But I don't think we can just put a blanket on things and be like, no, you did X, Y, and Z. You don't love me. I just can't.
Call me Martha Stewart because it's covered with a quilt.
like I know family members that have stolen from me, that have done X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna say, y'all don't love me. I'm not gonna say that.
See, I'm gonna text you after this.
We can talk.
No, I know family that don't love.
I'm about to say I don't know about that one, T.
No, that don't mean that they don't love you. That just mean that they did some fucked up shit. People do fucked up things. That don't mean that they don't love you. They just did some fucked up shit.
It's family that they do not love you, and
I promise you.
Intentions is
there is family.
Yes, that's
there is family that doesn't love you, but there is also people that have greed issues, that have fucking millions of issues that don't mean that they don't love you. They just have other issues. That don't mean that they don't love you, though.
Yeah.
So I feel like what you're saying, T, is that love can't be just one thing.
Right.
Can't be defined as one thing. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
All right. I just wanted to just clear that up, because if I'm thinking about love and what the definition of love is,
but
in my opinion,
right.
That's what I'm saying. So we, okay, I see what you're saying. Right. I see your point. We yeah, okay.
I'm just saying, everybody got their own shit. You can't put everything that you are. Like, you could be like, I'm the stand-up person. I stand by my morals. I stand by my honesty. I do X, Y. That ain't everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We can't put that on them.
Right.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's why at the end of the day, everybody should be teaching people how to treat you.
Mm-hmm.
And if they not, they gotta get the fuck on.
Right.
But some people don't even. Some people feel like they can't be taught.
That's
people,
and then they not for you.
Go.
Exactly.
If you can't learn how to treat
Exactly.
me the way I want you to treat me, then you can't be a part of what I got going on. I don't care who
Exactly.
you are. You can be my grandma. You could be my grandma, my brother, my sister. I don't give a damn. You want to learn how to treat me a certain type of way.
Look, Tia,
absolutely.
I agree with you. Tia, I agree with you. And there's family members that I have cut off, but I'm still not going to say that they don't love me, though. I'm never going to say that.
Shit, I am.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel that one is hard. That's hard because you intentionally came in my house, in my space, and you took something from me that belongs to me. Mm-hmm. Not only is that disrespectful as hell, but really, where is the love from that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Because you blatantly came in my house and took some shit from me. Or you blatantly went in my purse and took my money or my ID.
It's cruel intentions. It's definitely cruel intentions.
Yeah.
You knew exactly
so that's why that's kind of hard because that means like in there somewhere there's jealousy, there's envy, there's no respect. Like it is levels to a family member coming and doing something fucked up to you like that, like taking something out of your house. Like I had that done to me recently. And it was something so simple, so goddamn simple. I'm in my age, I'm able to do extra things for other people. So when what was taken from me, it was so small, but it's like,
you could just ask for it.
I got plenty of those laying around the house. You could have just asked.
I had a so-called friend.
Go ahead, Bianca.
Like that. I had a so-called friend do something like that. Came in my house and just started stealing certain things, and it was like, damn, like you could just ask, like, could have just asked.
It's not that deep. We friends or we family. Like, just ask.
Yeah.
People gonna be people, y'all. And we don't have to deal with them, but people's gonna still be people,
and that's why they had to go.
Exactly.
I'm with y'all. I done cut plenty of motherfucker off.
Yeah, you have to sometimes.
That don't mean that I don't still have love for them though. They still, I still would say, that's my family.
I still got love for them too, but I'm just like, listen, I ain't dealing with
Go ahead,
you.
Nina, what's your question?
Call me, don't text me. Don't call me, don't text me. You can't ask me for nothing. We can't chill. We not cool. I don't care. But
you can't step foot back in my house. No, you cannot come to my birthday party. It's not happening.
And I'm gonna love you from afar.
Facts. Go ahead, Nina. What's your question?
So T, let me ask you then, because it's a lot of people that will have that has the same mindset as you, right? And I'm asking because now I'm curious, right? So if that's your feelings, right? Then what does love look like for you? Like what does that include?
It includes.
And then how would you be able to know that someone don't love you if so much is already included in your love?
It includes, for me, it includes a plethora of things, and it's like it's all categorized in different things. Like my relationship with X, Y, and Z is going to be different than my relationship with another person. So there's going to be different levels and layers of love, like all around the board. So when a person, if I feel like a person doesn't love me, it's like repeated action. When it becomes repeated action, then it's like, all right, you did a bit much. But if somebody, that's what I said, I give him grace. If somebody does something once, maybe even twice, I'm not going to just fucking cancel you. Like, y'all be serial killers out this motherfucker. As soon as a motherfucker do what that, y'all be like. And I get it because of the, shit that y'all been through. But I'm just saying, I understand real life, and I understand that most people, majority of people are fucked up. So when they do fucked up things, I'm not just going to eliminate you. I might not even fuck with you, but I'm not going to be like, no, that's not my cousin. No, that's still my cousin.
Yeah. So this is my question. This is my question, and this is just came to my mind. So are y'all saying that I'm probably going ham.
Ahead,
we gotta love people just because we share the same blood.
To do anything.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
No, we have to love our family just because they are related to us.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm really asking a question because that's such and such. I don't even know this nigga.
See, I can't do that.
I love him because he my auntie's son or something. Because we're related. That's crazy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if me personally, if I had a certain love for you, or if I got love for you, I don't just fucking eliminate that shit out of my fucking whole life. Is what I'm saying. Okay. I cannot fuck with you, but that don't eliminate the love that I had. We don't even have to never speak again in life, but that's not going to eliminate. Like if I grew up with you and we built that rapport, whatever it may be, like there's been times when I stopped speaking to brothers, whoever it may be, but that don't mean that ain't my fucking brother. And you can't say nothing about him. That's still my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like that. My oldest brother, I cut him off. I haven't talked to him in years. But that's still my brother, and I love him to death. But fuck that nigga.
Right. It's the repetitive thing, but sometimes some things are repetitive in different actions that will equal up to the same, okay, I gotta go.
I'm with you. And some things are unforgivable, and some things are unforgivable, depending on the nature of the crime and the level of the crime.
So I think this question just hit our non-negotiables a little harder than yours.
Because y'all are serial killers.
No, we're not.
That's all. That's all. I fuck with y'all, but y'all serial killers. It's cool. It's cool.
No, the problem is you think we serial killers, but you ain't see when we was out here nice and
That's
shit.
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We was provoked.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I understand why y'all are serial killers, but y'all are still serial killers. I understand the reason why.
Bad rumors about us.
Yes, don't say that, because listen, Bay on here watching. You can't be telling him that.
But that was a good question. Y'all's crazy. Y'all's crazy. All right, before we get to our section of Pushing P, man, I got a quick video that we could discuss next week, but I want to play the video for y'all real quick. Here it is, ladies.
I say to you that I don't feel connected to you. I say to you that you are not meeting my emotional needs. I say to you that I do not feel the way that you talk to me is uplifting, and you continue to do it. That's not safe. But yet you want me to continue to go out in this world and come back and do all of this stuff. You don't want me. You want your idea of me. And if I don't fit that idea, you begin rejecting me. That's not safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's so many of us that are not listening.
That was good. That was
All right, so we'll discuss that next week. We'll get into our section of Pushing P as we wrap up this episode. Y'all have been great, and y'all not gonna make me a serial killer. it's all right. I'm a lover. I got love for people. Sorry, I'm a lover.
But y'all be serial killers too, okay?
Yes.
Not me.
Yes.
but let's get into our section of Pushing P, which means pushing products and positivity. And who wants to go first and give their socials and all that, man? Who wants to go?
I go first.
All right, go ahead. Let me see.
40 Shorty 1222. He called me baby hairs. My name's Bianca. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. Instagram, Facebook is the same on every platform. I'm a gaming mommy. I stream. I play video games. I stream. And that's me.
All right, Bianca. Who want to go next?
Hey guys, I'm Nina Pleazz. Same NINAPLEAZZ. Same on every platform. Feel free to visit my website, expressspiritually.com. Handle all things life coaching style, help you get in alignment with your life. Focus on things that will help you motivate you, uplift you, especially with relationships, not just with couples, but with the relationship you have with yourself. And spiritual advisory, I shuffle little tarot cards here and there, but still in the same prospect of giving that additional motivational support to make sure your mind is clear.
Put the knife down, Nina. Who want to go?
I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
You guys can follow me at CNoStress, and it's spelled CNOSTRESS on Instagram and TikTok. I'm definitely pushing P all the time. Most of my content is, positive ways of thinking and also getting people to see things differently and understand that other people have a right to their own perspective without us being disrespectful with how they feel. So yeah, you guys can follow me there. I'm doing different things. I'm trying to build or rebrand myself. So follow me at CNoStress.
Okay. All right, Tia, you
All right, y'all. I'm pushing P. Y'all know I'm pushing the products. So my social is Tia Michelle, but my store is Tia Michelle Supply. I have a mobile beauty supply store, and I'm based in Philly, but I service the tri-state area. So if y'all ever need any products, I'm the hair store on wheels. So y'all can follow me on Tia Michelle, and y'all can find all the information to my app. That's basically what it is. Just Uber Eats, DoorDash, a beauty supply, and that's it for me.
All right. Once again, thank all y'all for joining me tonight. We had a great conversation as usual. We're gonna have some fun with this, man. we gonna have some fun with this, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Continue to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that live bell notification. The prophecies means without understanding, there is no vision. And without vision, there is no understanding. And we will see y'all next week, live Tuesday at 8 p.m., people. All right, we out of here.
Bye.
Guys, have a good night.
All right.